Second half underway.
That's right, Puz, as it's Brown and Ty to renew hostilities in the ruck for the second half, and the umpires picked out a high free kick from that stoppage, and it's going the way of Strathmore. It's going to be Chichula who's going to get the first clearance of the second half, and his kick is a short one, and it's marked by Brendan Butler. He's at the edge of the centre square. He's just going to pop it inside 50. A good mark taken there by Tom Gleeson, but he copped a big hit after taking it. It obviously was accidental. The Keilor player just trying to come through and make the spoil, but he did cop a big hit. It's good to see him up, but he is getting some attention from the trainer as he's walking back, but he looks like he'll be okay to take his shot.
Yeah, and this is how they started the first quarter of the whole game. They got that goal inside the first 25 seconds of the game, and we've just ticked over 1 minute and they've got a shot on goal. Needs to kick this to really put a bit of pressure on Keilor.
He certainly does, Puz, and it would be a great start to the second half if Gleeson could put this one through from outside 50. It's a bit of a wobbler, but it's good. And Strathmore have the first goal of the third quarter on the board thanks to an absolute bomb from Tom Gleeson. He's got his second of the day, and the Keilor lead has been cut to 8 points. It's 6-3-39 to 7-5-47.
That was a huge kick. He actually kicked it from outside 50 in the end, so it was about a 55-metre kick, absolutely unloaded on his right, and just snuck it through. But absolutely fantastic start to this second half by Strathmore. Back in the middle, Andrew Brown does the ruck work, got the hit out over the top of Ty, and now Keilor through Barbuto, couldn't quite pick it up. Strathmore, they're going to get the clearance, no, got the handball away, and now Keilor through Papalia, should be able to pick it up, does, gives it on to Brown, who kept running. Papalia was being held, no free kick, and now Keilor through Alice, just chips it over the top, and came Barbuto. He'll now look for Galea, and that is an absolutely centimetre perfect kick to steal Dennis Cometti's line. That was absolutely perfect. Just kicked it into the space for Dean Galea to run onto, and he will have a shot for his sixth. He's not at the top of the goal square this time.
I hope his legs got some practice.
He's about 35 metres out, not quite directly in front, better than 45-degree angle. He's kicked 5 straight so far. He'll come in for number 6, Dean Galea. Comes in, starts it right. It stays right, but it stays true. Dean Galea, he's got 6 for the afternoon, and Keilor, they move to 8-5-53. Strathmore, 6-3-39. He's back out to a 14-point lead, and we've had 2 goals in the opening 2 minutes. Back to a stalemate, 14 points.
I was just about to say, Puz, getting a little bit of deja vu. It looks very much like how we started the first quarter with the 2 early goals, 1 to each team. We'll just have to see if we can avoid the big stalemate afterwards, because Strathmore will want to get a couple more on the board to try and take the lead as we're back in the middle, and Brown won that one down. It was taken there by Cartelli, but he's wrapped up immediately, and we're going to have a secondary ball up in the mud pit in the centre of Lebanon Reserve, as it ends up in the hands of a Keilor player who was able to get the clearance moving forward. Galea just wasn't able to get his hand to it. It was Linton, sorry. Now it's Gordis. He goes inside 50, sets it up to the top of the square. And, well, no one got anywhere near it in the end. It just ended up bouncing through for a behind. And, well, Strathmore probably pretty lucky there to not give one away as Keilor, now have a 15-point lead.
And it'll be Ash Arrowsmith to bring the ball in for Strathmore. Goes straight up the middle, and a good mark. No, just dropped it on the second attempt there. Keilor, they've got another play at this one, and just tapping it to the ground, knowing he's not going to take the mark. And now Strathmore getting a little kick out there, but it's not going to go very far. Gordis onto the left, smothered. O'Loughlin picks it up, got the handball out to Halliwell, who'll just turn onto his right. Long high ball running into open space, and taking a good mark there was Nathan Lyons. Drilling kick, and it was a very good one as well. Hit his teammate there in Gleeson, who had to play on after he slipped over into the pocket, hits Hamish McIntosh, takes the mark in front of the club rooms, in front of the scoreboard. He's about 35 metres out from goal, right on the boundary line. It's going to be a difficult kick for a right foot. He's got to get right on his angle. Umpire's still calling him round. He doesn't have enough space. There's a rail in the way. So his run-up has been cut short by about 2 or 3 metres. He then takes a step to the left, so increases the angle very nicely there. That's an AFL player for you. Hamish McIntosh comes in for his second of the day, starts it right, comes off the shin. That is a ruckman's kick, if I've ever seen one. It split the middle, though. It was good enough. And Strathmore get one back. It is 7-3-45. Keilor 8-6-54. It is now a 9-point lead to Keilor. And that was one of the worst kicks I've ever seen that has actually gone through for a goal. That was unbelievable by Hamish McIntosh from the boundary.
I wish my shanks would go through the goals like that. That's amazing how McIntosh has been able to do that. So you've got a little bit of a blue in the middle here.
In the middle of the ground. It's a free
Looks
kick
like the
to
umpire's picked
Strathmore.
out a free. It's gone to Strathmore. It's going to be Horn to take it. And they're going to get the clearance here. And he'll want to get the ball moving quickly while some of the Keilor players are distracted. And he does that now. It's a high kick inside 50. McIntosh will fly. He crushed the pack. He wasn't able to take the mark. At ground level, Gleeson got a good handball out. All they need to do now is pick it up and kick the goal. But he's tackled. That's a goal-saving tackle there from Guy Barbuto. That's fantastic stuff. Mick McGuan will absolutely love that. That was a fantastic effort. And the ball has gone out of bounds. And, well, the intensity's just started to lift in this one a bit. We're 6 minutes into the third quarter here at Lebanon Reserve, and it's a 9-point lead to Keilor as the ball comes in. Ty takes it out of the ruck. He was tackled. That's got to be holding the ball, and it is.
It wasn't a bad play because he had no ruckman. He just didn't get the kick away quick enough, and Barbuto was unlucky not to get a free kick. I thought that was incorrect disposal when he ran down Purcell in the goal square there, but nevertheless, it is a free kick to Keilor. Last line of defence. They have a 9-point lead over Strathmore. We've travelled almost 7 minutes in this third quarter. He'll go long along the line. Andrew Brown makes front position, couldn't take the mark, and now running onto it, Yakabuchi snaps onto his right, but it's all Keilor, and taking an uncontested mark there was, I think, Papalia. It was a bad handball, didn't quite get it out. Yakabuchi got round one, tackled immediately, brought to ground. Umpire will throw it up. A really, really good tackle there by the Keilor defence, and it'll be a ball up 50 metres out from Strathmore's goal.
And we just had the ball up there, and Brown got first hands to it, but now it's Strathmore going to move the ball forward. It's O'Loughlin, a long kick from outside 50 to the top of the square. Mark taken by Sean Ty. He just disposed of Lee Burke, who was manning him there. And, well, Ty was just able to use his size and height to advantage, and he took the mark.
Yeah, and umpire may be a little bit blindsided because from here I saw a fair bit of the jumper curve he pulled out, but...
Well, he's lucky, Ty, and he's put that one through. And Strathmore are making a mini comeback in this one. It's 8-3-51.
And there's a free kick to Strathmore. Inside forward 50. Or is it going to be inside the centre square? It's going to be a free kick to Strathmore. They're going to have another shot on goal without the ball going back to the centre of the ground.
Wow, and that could be a big momentum turner.
Or is it going to go... No, it is going to be a free kick, 25 metres out, directly in front. It's going to go the way of Strathmore. They currently trail this one by 3 points. After this kick, they could be in front for just, I believe, it'll be the second time today. So, Strathmore currently trailed by 3 points. 25 metres out. Purcell comes in, drills it. Strathmore are in front. 9-3, 57. Keilor 8-6, 54. It is a 3-point ball game this time. It is Strathmore that lead, and they've received a couple of free kicks from a few disciplinary acts from Keilor. One of them has cost them a goal.
It's the old 12-point play, Pos.
That's unbelievable. Never see that.
That's ridiculous. And just as an aside, Strathmore have already got 4 goals this quarter. We've just played 9 minutes. They've got 4 goals.
They have 2. That is unbelievable.
As well, we're back in the middle now. Things are just getting a little bit out of hand here at Lebanon Reserve as Strathmore are going to win another clearance. They go forward, kick inside 50. No mark taken. It's off hands. Gleeson tried to get rid of a tackler. He surely didn't dispose of it.
Free kick. Tom Gleeson's got a free kick.
He's got a free kick for high tackle. I thought it was going the other way.
Ooh.
It looked like he was taken holding the ball, but the umpire has picked out a free kick in the tackle, and now Gleeson to put through his second of the quarter and Strathmore's 5th to give the Moors a 9-point lead.
This is a massive momentum shift that's happening right now at Lebanon Reserve in front of the Strathmore faithful.
And the crowd's just getting a bit more involved as Gleason's kick toward goal is just offline to the left. He'll be disappointed with that effort. It was a very kickable goal.
That's compared to the one he kicked at the start of the quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keilor, they're let off the hook on that occasion. It is a 4-point ball game in favour of Strathmore. They're just going to go short. Still inside defensive 50. Barbudo goes wide. Still inside defensive 50. They're just chipping it around at the moment. Strathmore have done pretty well to just block up the holes that Keilor are looking for. Halliwell come in. No, he didn't go up in the end. I thought he was going to fly for it. Stayed down. In the end, Keilor did well to rove it. Dispossessed. Free kick. Rubber the green. It's going the way of Strathmore. They go inboard. Hit up Horn. Finds it. He'll go inside 50. He's got a loose man. A loose man with an absolute paddock. And that man is Gleason. He'll go back, have a shot for his second of the quarter. He'll have his third shot on goal this quarter. Just missed the previous one. It'll be a similar distance just on the other side of the ground. He'll kick from about 45 metres out. He's a little bit better than a 45-degree angle. This will put Strathmore up by 10 points. As Tom Gleason, he's kicked one today, comes in. He's not going to miss that one. Strathmore have a 10-point lead. 11 minutes into the third quarter. It is 10-4-64. Keilor are 8-6-54. And Tom Gleason has kicked 2 for the afternoon. No, sorry, he's kicked 3 for the afternoon. He's kicked 2 in this quarter.
Well, he's just starting to look dangerous this quarter, isn't he? And Strathmore winning the ball out of the middle. Everything's going their way.
The amount of space he just had inside 450. Mick McGuan will be very angry about that.
Yeah, I think he will be livid with the efforts of his players so far in this quarter. They need to turn it around, but they're not going to do it here. McIntosh got the clearing kick and handball there. It's out in the hands of Lions. They're going to go inside 50 again, the Moors, but the kick was misdirected and Noy has taken the mark, and they just need to regain their composure here. Keilor, it's a risky kick. Almost intercepted, but Ogden's taken the mark. His handball out to Tanner is good. The kick, not so good. Barbudo is just over his head. Isbister trying to get the ball moving forward for Keilor, but he can't do much with it. Strathmore have been able to cause a bit of a blockage here, but now it's out in the hands of Ogden. Keilor just mucking around with it. The pressure's been good by Strathmore, but now Ogden has some space and he's able to deliver. This kick was spoiled away there from Gordis, and now Brown looks inside 50, looking for Galea. And, well, probably Strathmore have gotten away with one there because Galea could easily have taken that mark. And
I'm not sure whether Brown was having a shot on goal or not, but if he wasn't, I think he should have. It was directly in front and about 40 metres out, but nevertheless, 3 for 1 behind. It's back to a 9-point ball game in favour of Strathmore. They'll go long looking for Hamish McIntosh. Just works off his opponent. It's a bit too tall there for Ogden. Takes the mark. Half-back flank. Looks inboard. Nothing happening there. So he's going to go long along the line. That's where he goes. Charlie goes up against 4. Ball comes to the ground. Noy takes it. Handball. And gave it back. Then over the top to Burke. Gave it to Noy on the left. Sent it long and high. Going up was Halliwell and got absolutely nowhere near it and gave away a free kick. It was a bit ambitious. Play on. Advantage called. Linton runs inside 50. Has a shot and misses to the left. So let off the hook there was Strathmore. It's back to an 8-point ball game. 10-4-64. Strathmore Keilor. They are 8-8-56. We've travelled almost 14 minutes in the third term.
Well, we saw a lot of stoppages in that second quarter, and the game looks like it's just started to open up a bit here in the third quarter. Crowd getting more involved and the intensity around the ball looks to have stepped up as Mangan takes the kick and he just handballs it in the end over the top in the pocket, and that's a good strong mark from Halliwell just short of centre wing, and he plays on immediately. Kick out wide. Gleason was just a little bit too far out in front of him and he couldn't take it. That's an opportunity gone begging there for the Moors, and as the ball is over the line for a boundary throw-in just in front of the Keilor bench. As the ball comes in, McIntosh looks to have been manhandled there, but no free kick was forthcoming. Yakabuchi has some time. He's able to hit up a leading target there. That man is Jordan. He's going to look inside 50. He's just going to pop it up to the top of the square, but there's no one there. It's all Keilor. But Burke wasn't able to take the mark, was a bit too far out in front of him. Lloyd's going to follow up his work. Sorry, it was Jordan. Got it out. Now it's Horn. Handball to Butler. Butler snaps on the left. It's going. It's made it. Oh. It's a goal. And, well, it looked like it was going to fall short, but a great job on the goal line by, I think it was Sean Ty, shepherding that one through. And Strathmore are out to a 14-point lead. Who would have thought?
It's a 28-point turnaround from the halftime score. It is now a 14-point ball game in favour of Strathmore. All the momentum is going with them. Everything's happening. It was a terrible kick inside 50 by Jordan, and even then 3 Keilor players just could not make it work. Butler got on the end of that one. So back in the middle, 14-point lead to Strathmore. Mick McGuan, what's he got in store? So, ball comes down and taken immediately in the tackle was Lyons, but he got the handball out to McIntosh, who got the clearance. Just wobbles it to forward 50, and they'll run out of real estate there, and the ball will go over the boundary line as Tanner just sees it over the line. We'll have a boundary throw-in. All of this happening just about 10 metres around from the commentary booth today on Moscoma Street. And it'll be McIntosh and Putt that do the ruck work. McIntosh got the hit out down the throat of Yakabuchi. He couldn't quite gather, and then he was taken to ground, and the umpire will come in and ball it up again. As Butler eventually gets up from the ground, so it'll be McIntosh and Putt. Putt put the foot out, couldn't grab it, but then he did really well at ground level and got through one, gave it to Ogden, gave it to Bathy. He gave it by hand over the top to Joyce. Joyce kicked it inside 50 to a 2-on-1. Hallowell came in, went the third man and was able to get ball to the ground, and now Keilor, they've got a few numbers. Gordis can run onto this one. If he gets a good bounce, he didn't, and now Strathmore, they've got the numbers, and they should be able to clear this one out to Arrowsmith on the half-back flank.
Yeah, so Arrowsmith just wasn't able to get a clean handle on that one. He soccers it forward instead. Ball taken there by Ray, and he's tackled immediately, and we're just going to have a ball up on the far wing right in front of the timekeeper's box here at Lebanon Reserve. Just ticked over 17 minutes gone as Putt wins that one down, and it's going to be over the line for a boundary throw-in. Still in front of the timekeeper's box, and Strathmore shockingly have a 14-point lead.
Yeah, at half-time it was Keilor by 14 points for those that may have just tuned in now and weren't sure. So it's been a 5-goal turnaround in a matter of 15 minutes. That's an unbelievable momentum shift as the ball comes back in. Keilor, they will get the clearance and running onto it. Papali, and now is he able to get a handball out? He is. And now running inside 50. That ball there from Davidson goes long, sneaks it through. That is a fantastic goal for Keilor and a much-needed one. They move to 9-8, 62. They still trail by 8 points, 11-4-7 here. Strathmore, we're about to tick over into the 18th minute, but a much-needed goal there for Keilor.
Yeah, it certainly was, Poz, and it's just a nice kick from Davidson. It was just able to clear the Strathmore defenders in the goal square there, and well, they needed that one. Keilor, they need to make a run of their own now because they're being challenged here, and Strathmore really taking it up to the Blues as we're back in the middle. Ty took that one out of the ruck and got a clearing kick forward. It's going to roll inside 50, but McIntosh had to contend with 4, and he was never going to win that one at ground level. Burke picks it up, but he's stripped. The tackle by Dylan Jordan. That is great stuff, great tackle. And Hamish McIntosh just letting him know what a great job he did just then. And, well, Keilor looked like they were away. They had 4 men, and nobody yelled out to Lee Burke that he was about to get taken. And that's what happens. Dylan Jordan's going to have a shot at goal from 45 metres out.
You've taken the words right out of my mouth there. 3 or 4 of them around and not one person yelling out that you're hot is unacceptable. So interesting quarter, this one.
As Jordan comes in, that tackle absolutely deserves a goal. And the ball starts left. It's coming back. It's hit the post.
That's inexcusable as well by Strathmore to not have anyone on the goal line there because it only just cleared the defender. And it only just cleared it and happened to hit the post in the end. But Hamish McIntosh or Ty should have been down there as a target possibly. Ball back into play. It is an 11-point ball game. Sorry, it's a 9-point ball game, I should say, in Strathmore. They're going to go back inside 50. McIntosh playing the role of a rover. Runs in on the right, sends it long. He's just missed it wide, hasn't scored, in fact. And now Keilor, they should be able to clear through Barbudo on the bounce. It's not a very good kick, but they've got the numbers. This time it works. He'll chip it over the top to Burke. He'll take the mark. He'll get held up. He's got a runner on the outside. That's Barbuto. Kicked it into the man on the mark. Really well done there by Bramley, but Burke was good enough. Got it over to Barbuto, and now he's chipped it over the top. Not a great kick. Ball spoiled over the line in front of Mick McGuan. In front of probably a very ropeable Mick McGuan, not a very happy Mick McGuan. And it is 20 minutes gone in the third term. We'll have a boundary throw in centre wing. Yeah, well, we're not far from the Keilor bench pause, and we can hear the ropeable Mick McGuan and probably a few others who just aren't happy with Keilor's efforts at the moment. They seem to be a little bit in disarray as Hellawell grabs it for Strathmore, and his little hit-up kick is good, and he finds Ty, who's just short of the wing for Strathmore. He's able to play on. Good chip pass. Finds Yakabridge in the middle of two Keilor players, but he wasn't able to take an easy, uncontested mark. But he did well to follow up and lay the tackle on Jesse Wallen, and it's a ball up right in front of the van, which is handy. As it comes out, Ty got rid of Putt, calls for a free kick. None forthcoming, but it's Kane Barbuto who's going to kick it up the line. Mangan did well to get a fist on that one. Keilor have the numbers at ground level. Barbuto was able to get another handball out, and the ball's just trickled over the line right in front of Mick McGuan again. And it's really a 9-point lead for Strathmore. Really heated up this game. I like the way Josh Hallowell plays. He just reminds me of actually how Jake Stringer sort of plays. Just that same similar type of build, and just the way he plays as Ty gets a kick out, and it's just cut off there on this occasion by Guy Barbuto. He'll go back inside defensive 50. He'll hit up Burke. Burke will make the switch, and they do. Now they go wide. He'll have to go back to Burke, though, who's moved a bit more inboard, still inside defensive 50. Guy Barbuto, he's still out wide in front of the van, and they might eventually get to him. This time, just chipped over the top. And now, Guy Barbuto, where it all started about 30 seconds ago. He has it again, goes a short pass to Tanner. Tanner will go along the line, looking for Ogden. Ogden went one-handed, couldn't grab it. Running onto it was Chichilla. Got a kick away, went high, straight up in the air. Took his eyes off it there. And right in front of us at the commentary booth, it's all happening here. As Ogden is very, very slow to get up from the bump that he copped. Ball back into play. Keilor, they've got a few numbers around here. They could make it pay. Yakabuchi, he was taken down by 3, and eventually he had to be pinned for holding the ball, and he was. And in the end, it was Nick Davidson that received the free kick, and he goes wide to Noy inside the centre square. That's right. So it'll be Noy as a little bit of a scuffle just is broken up right in front of the van. Kick went long. It's still in the centre square. No one was able to get a hand on it, and the umpires picked out a free here. It's going the way of Strathmore, and it looks like Hellawell, who's going to go on. They've got numbers here on the wing. Horn is running. He got a handball out to O'Loughlin because he didn't have anything to kick to, and that's a good little hit up there from O'Loughlin. He finds Lyons, who's about 65 metres out from the Strathmore goal. He'll probably just look to send this one long. McIntosh has got a one-on-one, and that's where he heads, but some Keilor defenders have gotten back. McIntosh has still taken the mark anyway. He plays on and puts it through. Strathmore by 15 points now, and McIntosh just having a little bit of a celebration after that one because that was a big goal. And Strathmore go to 12-5-77, and they're leading Keilor 9-8-62, and we're well into time on in this third quarter. This is an absolutely amazing game. I think this is brilliant. Hamish McIntosh is putting on a bit of a clinic in the third term. He's taken a nice contested mark in the goal square. There were 3 defenders there. Played on. A ruckman has played on. That's always risky to see it and run into a goal. Back in the middle, Brown got the hit out for Keilor. But in the end, Strathmore, Bramley went to ground. Can he get it out? Is he making an attempt? It doesn't look like it. Eventually the ball comes out. Umpires called play on. Ty. He got a kick forward, and this time just went over the top of McIntosh. And mark taken by Noy, kicked it along the ground. It was a bad kick, cut off in the end by Lyons. Couldn't run onto it, and now under all sorts of pressure, Ogden is okay after that run down. He's gone. Didn't get a handball, didn't get a kick, holding the ball. Free kick to Strathmore. It's going to go the way of Ray. He's got the mummy bandage on, sends it long, inside 50. Who's there? Not McIntosh on this occasion. There's 3 Keilor players. They all go down. Arrowsmith stayed down. Ball just beat him across the line. We'll have a boundary throw, and is a 15-point lead to Strathmore. 25 minutes gone in the third term.
And the ball comes in right in front of that score. And McIntosh is able to take it out. He's tackled, but he got a handball away. Gleeson couldn't get a snap going, and well, Keilor defending grimly here, but the ball's going to come straight back. It's Bramley, not able to get a handle on it, but got the handball out to... No, he didn't. He threw it. He threw it in the end, and well, Keilor probably been bailed out there because the ball definitely looked like it was coming back in, although a risky kick from Ogden. The ball's punched away. And, well, Keilor should be able to recoup here, although Barbudo's kick on the left is almost intercepted. Hards was able to get a handball out to Cartelli, who was just immediately set upon. And no one was getting the ball moving there. It's a ball up right in front of the commentary position again. To
Hallowell, he's playing a really, really good game off that half-back flank for Strathmore at the moment. Ball, Ty went up and gave it down to Bramley, who was all by himself. He went to Grant, got the handball out. Gordis went in, tried to shrug one, eventually got the handball off. And now, Keilor, they got a little bit of space. Ogden, Marks can run onto it, looks for Galea, hits Galea, and a good contested mark there. He took a really, really good contested mark 40 metres out directly in front. He's kicked 6 straight for the day. He's only kicked the 1 in this quarter. He had 5 up until half-time. He'll go back and look for his 7th of the afternoon. He will kick from about 48 metres directly in front and try and get this one back to a 9-point ball game. Dean Galea, as I said, 6 straight, comes in from about 48, starts at right, umpire moves to the right, doesn't come back, and make that 6-1 for Galea today. Make that 9-9-63 Keilor, Strathmore 12-5-77, 26.5 gone third term.
Well, it's late in the third quarter. It's just been a phenomenal effort from the Moors in this third quarter. They've done really well as the ball comes in, and well, he didn't play on, and that hasn't been touched, so that's going to be out on the full, and that's a free kick to Gordis, and he's going to look to send the ball long inside 50. There was one lead, but it was ignored. And, well, Gordis just has to send it along now, which he does. And the mark taken too easily in the end. Yeah. That was a shock. And is that Galea?
No, it's not.
No, it's not Galea.
It's not Galea. It was just far too easily in the end. Just good body work and uncontested.
Yeah, so they'll be disappointed with that effort, the Strathmore backline, as Cartelli goes in to just get a steadier for Keilor, and he puts it through. And the lead is back to single digits. It's an 8-point lead now. 10-9-69 Keilor, trailing Strathmore 12-5-77.
Yeah, so an 8-point ball game at the moment in favour of Strathmore. Remember, Keilor were 14 points up at half-time, and this quarter has been... Well, it's been pretty much all Strathmore, and Keilor have just, I think, maybe only kicked the 2 goals. 3 goals this quarter, I should say, but it's really been all Strathmore. So we go back in the middle, it'll be Brown and McIntosh to do the ruck work. All ruckmen, as we've said all day, have been playing really well, and that time was Brown who got the hit out and then a second hit out. Hamish McIntosh, he's been a rover today. Runs onto it, sends it inside 50 to Ty. Ty works the front, almost plucked it one-handed, couldn't quite take the mark. In the end, along the ground, and the ball should go out, and it does, but really well played by Hamish McIntosh. He's just about best on for me at the moment, the way it's going. Just because I like the story of a nice big ruckman being a rover and shanking them from the boundary line and splitting the middle. So a boundary throw-in, 30 metres out from Strathmore. 28.5 gone, third term. They lead by 8 points. Brown made front position, got the hit out to Barbudo. He went without it. Strathmore now running onto it, couldn't quite get away there, and will have a ball up still about 35 metres out from the Strathmore goal.
Yeah, well, as you said before, Pos, McIntosh could very well be in hoodie contention along with Hellawell and Horn, and there's a few others as well for the Moors. They've had a good team effort today as a ball rolls outside 50, outside defensive 50 for Keilor, and Ellis is going to win a free kick, much to the delight of the away fans here. As Ellis goes up the line, Gordis used his body well. He's got space out the back. Joyce provides the shepherd. Gordis takes a bounce. He's turning on the jets here. Gordis on the banana. And he's just missed that one. Well, luckily, Jason Dunstall's not here watching that one, because he would not be very happy with that effort from David Gordis. That deserved a goal.
It did, but there's also a reason you should always learn to kick on your opposite foot.
That's right, Buzz.
He went the banana from the boundary line along the ground. I don't know whether he meant to go along the ground or whether he may have just miskicked it, but Strathmore let off the hook on that occasion. It's a 7-point ball game. We're almost about to tick into the 30th minute of the third term as Bramley takes a mark. Centre half back, he'll go wide. Got a loose man. That's Stapleton. He's held up by Gordis. Well marked there. He's just going to go short and only just made it to Cusack. Still inside defensive 50. Not much movement for Strathmore, so he'll go wide. All of this still happening inside defensive 50. They won't want to turn it over here. They go wider still over near the cricket nets we are now. Next link in the chain is Folds, who takes the mark under the light tower. Out of sight in front of the cheer squad, in front of the big group of Strathmore fans that have turned out today on a fantastic day in Melbourne. Up goes a big pack. No one could get hands on it. Over the top was the only Keilor player left standing. He got round one, got round two, got the handball away. Could be a turnover. Ball comes back in. All of this right along the boundary line. They'll want to force a stoppage here. And eventually they do right on the three-quarter time siren. And we are in for an absolute ripper in this final term. It is three-quarter time in Strathmore. 14 points down at half-time. They are 12-5-77. They lead Keilor 10-10-70. We'll be back in one moment for the final term.
Away here in the fourth quarter. Brown got first hands to that one. Bit of a scramble at ground level. McIntosh did well to follow up his work. Although he's tackled there by Papalia. That has to be holding the ball. And it is. Papalia to take the free kick. He gets a handball quickly to Joyce. Joyce inside 50. Hits up Gordis. And he's taken a mark on the lead. I reckon this is within his range. And he looks like he's going to go back. He's looking confident. He's going to have a shot, David Gordis. He hasn't hit the scoreboard today. He probably should have kicked a goal in that third quarter. But in he comes now from 50. The kick is long. It's strong. It's not going to make it, though. Keilor not able to take it. He does his work at ground level, though, following up. Got a handball out. Kennedy just overran it, couldn't pick it up. And now at ground level, the Keilor player, is tackled. And it's going to be a ball up.
He was looking for a free kick there that was never there. He just threw the head back and he didn't get taken high, and the umpire made right decision there to throw it up. So 20 metres out, Ty went up uncontested, knocked it down, missed it, and then snapped on the right. Keilor, they've got the first of the last quarter, a much-needed one. And in the end, that was Noy, I believe, that has kicked that goal. And it is Noy of Keilor is kicked his first for the afternoon. And Keilor are back within 1 point. Quick start inside the opening 2 minutes. Keilor have got their first for the quarter. In fact, it might have been...
I think it might have been
it was Cartelli, I should have said. Apologies there. I thought it was Noy, although he should have been in the back line. But it was Cartelli that kicked the opening goal of the fourth quarter.
Back in the middle now. That's a good start for Keilor. Mick McGuan will be happy with that, as no one is able to get clear possession away from this one. So we're going to do it all again. And Brown wins that one down. He started well. Might have been taken down at the legs there, but no free kick paid there to Lions. And Hellawell, he's done that all day. He's distributed the ball well, and Purcell's taken the mark. And Purcell's done some good work on that outer wing, actually. And he doesn't have anything to go to at the moment, so he's just going to pop it up, but he finds a towel. No, he doesn't find a target in the end. It was over the head of Horn. Cartelli was able to pick that one up. And now it's Papalia running through the middle. He's got two Strathmore players to contend with. He got a kick away. Davidson got up and made a contest of that one. Gordis at ground level. He spun in the 360. He kicked it with his knee, and that's not an effective disposal. So that's going to be holding the ball. And Strathmore should be away here at halfback through Stapleton.
So free kick to Stapleton. Division 2 scores. They have come through. We'll get to them very shortly. As Stapleton goes wide to a 3-on-1 in favour of Keilor. It's not a great kick. And now Keilor, they should be able to clear this one. They're going to switch play. They're going to go all the way back and across the other side of the ground. They find Bathy. He'll go wider still in front of the commentary box now. And he finds Isbister. Isbister runs on the right. Sends it inside 50. And what a kick that is. That's a free kick or a mark, one of the two. It's a free kick. And it's going to go the way there of Davidson. He had Galea for a second. He wanted to quickly get the ball, but running back and covering that one was Mangan. So in the end, Nick Davidson. We are right behind this. In front of the scoreboard he is. He's about 40 metres out. He'll kick it from about 45. This to put Keilor back in front by 5 points. They currently trail by 1. Comes in, Davidson. Starts it. and absolutely splits the middle, and Keilor have got the opening 2 goals of the final quarter, and they're back in front by 5 points. It is Strathmore 12-5-77. They now trail Keilor 12-10-82. It is a 5-point ball game, and a good kick there by Nick Davidson.
Great kick there by Davidson, and, well, I'm sure Mick McGuan lit a fire underneath his players at 3/4 time, and so far they have responded. Now, we know Keilor run out games well, so this will be something to keep an eye on as we're back in the middle. Both Ty and Brown got hands to that one. Papalia runs away from the stoppage. He got a kick forward, but Hellawell wasn't able to handle it on the bounce. Barbuto has a shrugs off Hellawell. Now he's looking inside 50. Barbuto, good handball inside to Bathy. Bathy couldn't handle it, though. And now Yakabuchi is able to get it out. He found Folds, and Folds out to Hellawell, who's been terrific today. Hellawell's kick up the line. It's not going to hit its target there in Butler, but it's going to roll over the line in front of Mick McGuan and the Keilor bench. We've gone 5 minutes in this last quarter, and Keilor lead it by 5 points.
Cut me off if anything happens. We'll quickly go to Division 2 3/4 time scores. Burnside Heights 27, Jacana 142. That game is all but over. Coburg Districts 10-3-63. East Keilor 10-15-75. Nice close one there. As the ball comes wide, just bounces in play. We'll have another boundary throw in right in front of the Keilor bench. Gives me a chance to finish these off. Keilor Park 14-12-96. East Sunbury 7-6-48. That's a nice victory there you would expect for Keilor Park. And Roxburgh Park 13-5-88. Moonee Valley 10-3-68. A 20-point lead for Roxburgh Park. All live scores will be available now on EDFL Team app, as well as Facebook and Twitter, as well as the website. Back to the play, Michael Pepicelli.
That's right, Paz, as Yakabuchi was able to get a handball away from that stoppage. And the umpire's picked out a free here. It's going the way of Ash Arrow Smith. And he goes, well, he looks in the middle of the ground. It's a risky kick in the end. He was looking for Lions, but it was directly in between 2 Keilor players. But Mangum was able to intercept the Keilor handball. And now Folds goes wide, and he's able to find a teammate there just in front of the timekeeper's box. The kick-in board is good for O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin looks laterally. He finds Arrow Smith, and now Arrow Smith has to stop as there aren't many options inside 50. Brown has gotten back to protect some space, so he might just have to set this one up and hope for the best, which is what he does here. Brown is the only one able to jump at it, though, and he got a fist to it. And Keilor have the numbers at ground level. And it's towards the boundary line, and it is now over. And we're going to have a ball in about 15 metres out from the Strathmore goal, and they look to get a goal to put themselves in front.
So it is a 5-point lead to Keilor. 6.5 gone. Final term. Ball back into play. Strathmore's forward 50. Big pack forms. Brown gets the kick out of 50, and that one will meet the boundary line as a few people call for deliberate. I don't think they're going to get it. That rule doesn't apply in the EDFL. We'll have a boundary throw in. So, what have Strathmore got? They led by 7 points at 3/4 time. As the ball comes back in, McIntosh and Brown. McIntosh may have won that one down, but the boundary line beats all comers yet again under the light post out in front of the Strathmore faithful. We'll have another boundary throw in as we've ticked over almost 7.5 gone. Final term. Brown and McIntosh. They lock horns again. This time it was Brown. A quick snap comes out to the top of the goal square and then just touched off. A good punch there by the Keilor defender and gone through 4-1 behind 12-6-78. Strathmore 12-10-82. It's a 4-point ball game in front of Keilor, in favour of Keilor.
As they bring the ball in now, the Blues, and the mark taken in the back pocket. Not much to go to up the line, so he's going to go across the ground, and he's hit his own defensive goalpost, and that's another behind for Strathmore. So they're making it up.
They won't want to lose by a point here, Keilor.
No, they certainly would not. It's a 3-point game now in favour of the Blues, and Tanner has the ball in the pocket. He gets it moving quickly with the handball to Cartelli. The Avondale Heights connection working there. He goes inboard with the kick, does Cartelli, and Linton's able to take a good mark against 2 Strathmore players. Guy Barbuto is free on the wing, and he's going to receive the ball now just in front of the Keilor bench. Doesn't have much to go to, but his brother eventually gives him an option, and Kane takes the mark. They're still on the commentary wing here, the Blues, and now they're getting forward. A long kick, Gordis will fly. couldn't get a hand to it in the end. And now at ground level, Joyce lays the tackle, calls for ball from the Keilor fans, but the umpire does not agree, and it's going to be a ball up just outside forward 50 for Keilor.
So a ball up. It's going to be McIntosh. He's going to go up against Papali. That shouldn't happen. Keilor shouldn't happen. And not. That ball went straight into the face of Halliwell from his teammate. Bit of a falcon there. Mangan picks it up. He should be able to clear for Strathmore. Gets it out now to O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin can run it out. Takes a bounce. He's now going to go wide. Yes, to Stapleton. Stapleton, just a short kick. Not a good kick because it's going to reach the bounce on the bounce there. But he gets round his opponent now. In front of the Keilor, the Strathmore bench, I should say. It was partly smothered, and Keilor, they've turned this one over. They could go back inside 50, looking for Gordis or Galea. It's Galea on this occasion. Keeps it in front of him. He'll run it out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. They are about 50 metres out from their goal, and that ball that hit Halliwell in the face would have hurt a lot. That has just hit him flush in the face from his teammate, and he almost looked like he was knocked out there for a second, but he kept his feet. I think he may have just gone off to ice that one up.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's all right after that one, because that, well, we could hear it from here, Pos, as from the ball in, Keilor player is tackled, and we're going to do it all again. It's a 3-point lead here to the Blues. We've just ticked over 10 minutes gone here in the last quarter. Strathmore needs to respond because we know how well Keilor are able to run out games as McIntosh is tackled strongly, and that's holding the ball, and they want to go on with the advantage, do Keilor, but Papalia makes a smart decision in the end and doesn't go on with it. So now it's a free kick, and they just got to set it up inside 50 to the hot spot around 30 metres out. Flyers come, and Mangan takes a brilliant defensive mark. And that's an important one, the ex-Williamstown player there. Although his kick is intercepted, not quite, because the mark was dropped by Wallen, and now it's over the line, about 70 metres out from the Keilor goal. Yeah, he was looking for McIntosh there and just went over the top of him, the top of his head. So it'll be a boundary throw in about 70 out from the Keilor goal. Putt and McIntosh. No ruckman touched it. The ball came out, and now Bathy picks it up, gets a handball out. It was a good handball as well. Keilor inside 50 to the top of the goal square. Where's Galea? Makes front position. Maybe not the place to be on that occasion. Off the ground, mid-air was Joyce. He couldn't quite. In fact, he kicked it backwards and may have saved his team a score because he's got himself a stoppage inside forward 50. It may have been the better option in the end, but it wasn't a bad effort. It'll be a boundary throw in 15 metres round from the right hand behind post for Keilor. What have they got? What have Strathmore got? It is McIntosh and Gordis doing the ruck work. McIntosh got it down, but only as far as Keilor. But now Strathmore, they've got the numbers. Takes on 1, 2. That's holding the ball. Umpire calls it. And that is a fantastic tackle there by Bathy. And so Ryan Bathy's kicked one today. We're right behind it. He's just inside the boundary line. He'll kick from about 50. And he kicks this. It'll be a 9-point lead to Keilor. It'll be difficult for Strathmore. As we've said, Keilor finished games very, very well. They were 7 down at three-quarter time. They're 3 points up at the moment. Ryan Bathy comes in from about 48, starts it right, works it back beautifully. That's a fantastic goal there by Ryan Bathy. He's kicked 2 for the afternoon. And now it is a 9-point lead to Keilor. We've travelled 12 and a half minutes in this final term. It's going to be very, very difficult for Strathmore. As I just get the scores up now in front of me. We will get to them eventually, but it is a 9-point. It is 9. I just want to make sure I had that right. 12-7-79 to Keilor, 13-10-88. Well, it was a fantastic kick there by Bathy, and Strathmore really need to respond now. McIntosh is in the middle. He'll take this centre bounce, and he got first hands to it, but it was only as far as Cartelli, and his kick is out wide to a contest where Bathy is able to easily push away the much smaller Dean Bramley and take the mark, and Bathy's just going to pump it long inside 50. Galea's not there, but Gordis is. Punched away well there by Stapleton, and now they've got numbers here at ground level, Strathmore, and it's going forward through Purcell. That's a great kick. He's hit a man through Horns, taking the mark, but the handball was just a little bit behind Arrowsmith. Arrowsmith probably could have run through and kicked a goal from 50 if he took it. Big tackle there from McIntosh. No free kick forthcoming, though. Horn went down and picked it up, and he was taken high. And he's going to have a free kick. 50. And 50 as well. They didn't give the ball back to him, and that is a big penalty. And ill-discipline just coming back to haunt Keilor again. It was a big issue in the third quarter, with Strathmore able to get a couple of goals from loose free kicks, and now Horn is going to have a shot. It looked like a pretty short 50, Pos.
Well, I thought he got the free kick about 60 out. Now he's having a shot from about 20 out. So I'm not saying I'm great at maths.
Well, oh no, you're right. Horn's just taking a long run.
Oh, is he? Okay.
That's my fault. So in he comes from about 20 metres out, directly in front. The crowd likes it. The goal umpire likes it. It's a goal. And Strathmore are down to a 3-point deficit. It is 13-10-88 to 13-7-85, and we've played around 14 minutes in this final quarter.
Yeah, I still think he was about 20 metres out and kicked it from about 35, but he could have gone a lot closer, but doesn't matter. He kicked the goal, and that's all that matters. Brings Strathmore back to a 3-point deficit. We're back in the middle. McIntosh, he's running on the spot. He's played fantastic today. Putt goes up and got the hit out. Just jumped over the top of McIntosh in the end. Ball on the ground, tackled immediately there by Keilor, and we'll have another ball up just forward of the centre circles in favour of Keilor. Again, it'll be McIntosh and Putt that do the ruck work. They lock arms. Putt sticks the leg out. Didn't get a hand to it. McIntosh got down. As he's done so many times today, he's been a rover. Hallowell on the left foot. Goes forward for Strathmore. Who's there for them? In the end, Ray went up, gathered, tackled immediately. We'll have a ball up at about centre-half forward for Strathmore. Interesting times. 15 and a half gone. Final term. It's Keilor by 3 points. Both ruckmen holding on to each other, so the umpire said play on. Big knock forward, Keilor. They've got the run here. Inside 50, they should go. Wasn't the best disposal there by Cartelli, but it's still got a few numbers out wide. Bathy, he's sitting there all by himself. Is he going to get it? Yes? No? Yes. He'll get it now. Runs onto it. He's got space. Runs to about 50. He's going to have a shot. Unloads. Starts it right. It's working back, not working back enough. And it goes through for one behind. That's 13-11-89, 13-7-85 of Strathmore. It's Keilor by 4 points.
Interesting decision there from Bathy. He had Keilor leading into the pocket. Decided to have the shot instead, and Keilor might have just shot him a little bit of a dirty look afterwards, but nothing they can do now, as a good mark is taken there by Brown, and he hits up Papalia inside 50, and he's made to earn the mark, but he does take it in the end after a couple of juggles. And now it'll be Jamie Papalia to kick from about 40 metres out. Looks like he's on about a 45-degree angle, and he'll be looking to extend the Keilor lead to 10 points. We're just coming up to about 17 minutes gone in this final term, and a goal here would probably make it pretty difficult for Strathmore to come back. And Papalia comes in, he kicks from 50. It looks like it might have the legs. Oh, it's touched on the line. No, he's paying it. It's a goal.
Ooh.
It just got over the line. The goal umpire is paying it, and that is a huge goal from Jamie Papalia. And now Keilor are out to a 10-point lead.
Oh.
It's 14-11-95 to 13-7-85.
Well, the goal umpire, he was confident that was over the line, and it did look like it was. So a great kick there by Papalia from about 52 metres. Puts Keilor up by 10 points. It's goal for goal. McIntosh just gets back in the middle in time to take the ruck work. Comes down. Putt. Can he get it out? No. Held up. We'll have a ball up. So, what have Strathmore got now? Again, Putt and McIntosh comes out over the top. Bramley couldn't gather. Gets round one now was Folds, who kicked it forward, but leading up in front was Noy for Keilor. Took a defensive mark, ran on, played on, kicked it wide. Hallowell, he's got the sit, should take the mark, does, landed beautifully like a cat, runs on. He kicks it forward now. And now, again, McIntosh, he's going to have to get down low for about the 10th time today. Almost did, and running onto it. He didn't have a runner there. Was Lyons. He snapped around the corner. He's got a teammate inside 50, running on the right. Is that tight? No, goes wide and misses. Could have just about got them back within a kick and just misses wide. It's a 9-point ball game, 13-8-86. Strathmore, Keilor 14-11-95. We've travelled 18.5 final term.
He'll be disappointed with that effort, will Dylan Jordan, because he probably had a little bit more time than he thought, and it was just a wobbler and it had no hope of going in as Keilor brought the ball in. They're going to try and rebound 50 through handball, and it's not going to work out. Foles gets a turnover. He kicks inside 50, and mark is taken by Sean Ty. And, well, he has a chance to bring Strathmore back. They needed to respond, and with 19 minutes gone in this final quarter, the margin can be cut down to 3 points. Would it be Ty? Oh, he's missed it from directly in front. It's gone left. He's hooked it, and it's now an 8-point lead. 13-9, 87 Strathmore. Keilor 14-11, 95, and that's a real missed opportunity.
We talk about coach killers in here. Every week we somehow work the phrase coach killer into it, and gee whiz, you got to kick those when you're 9 points down. Like, backs against the wall, you got to kick them. So Keilor. There's a bad turnover by them in the first place to give Strathmore that shot on goal. They've now got it in the back pocket. Told to play on, so a long kick. Goes wide, going up, uncontested, almost there. Was Gordis, brought it to ground at least, and now the pack forms and tackled immediately. Strathmore faithful, they call for holding the ball. The bench call for holding the ball. The umpire says it's going to be a ball up. And that's what we'll get right in front of those Strathmore faithful, far side of the ground. The Rucks go at it. Ball comes down and quick kick comes out for Keilor. They've got 3-on-1. Halliwell went up, couldn't take the mark. Everyone stayed down. And then no one went near the ball, and then they all came in from every angle. And now Keilor, they've got a few numbers, but Strathmore have got them back, and Mangan gets one out wide. And they can reload Strathmore through Hamish McIntosh. They
certainly can. McIntosh marks it on half forward. He goes long towards the square. Keilor have got numbers, though. And Brown takes a big mark. He's so good at doing that, as he said, was. Although his kick's a bit of a shocker, and it's Adam Yakabuchi who has the mark. Looks like he's about 50 metres out. He's turned his back to the forward 50, so he looks like he's pretty confident in his ability to have a shot.
That's the first sign that you're going back and having a shot, is when you turn your back on the 50.
Absolutely, Paz. And, well, it's a big moment, and Yakabuchi is a very, very good player. And very good players make the most of these moments, and Yakabuchi comes in, but he's just hung that one out to the left.
It's a commentator curse.
That is a commentator's curse. And it's a 7-point lead now, so they're just working it back to within a goal, Strathmore, but they would probably prefer to put one through the middle.
They would. We've just ticked over into time on final term. Keilor. They're on the defence now because Strathmore are peppering these goals. Halliwell will go up. No, he won't. And it was a good mark by Noy. Brown actually did really well just to keep Ty out of that contest, and Noy took it. Goes up to Bather, who's just owned this wing, in my opinion. Handballs it over the top to Barbuto. Wasn't very good, but he should still be able to get onto it. No, a free kick has been found. It's going to go the way of Strathmore. It'll go the way of Bramley, I believe. It will. What's he got? Goes wide, or more direct, I should say, defensive 50 to Halliwell. That's a good kick inside the centre square. He finds Rule. Rule goes over the top to Horn. Horn out wide. Purcell's there. He'll be the next one in the chain. No. Instead, they go long inside 50, looking for Ty. Works off, almost takes it. Umpire says play on. Off the ground, not happening. And Keilor get the numbers back. And Brown will receive the handball, get it out. And in the end, Bathy again will take the mark right on the boundary line, half-back flank.
Calls for out on the full from the Strathmore players, but the umpires, Dean Bathy, took that one just inside the line, so he's going to kick long. Putt will fly. Couldn't take it. Good job there by Foles to get the handball out to Stapleton. He just kicks an absolute mongrel towards half forward. No one was able to mark it. Ball's at ground level. Now it's Yakabuchi looking for a target inside 50. Arrowsmith not able to take the mark, but now it's Chichilla. He looks for a goal. He's not able to get it. McIntosh! He's put it through. And Strathmore are still in this game. It is 14-10, 94. Trailing by 1 point now. Keilor 14-11, 95. McIntosh has gone a long way towards getting a hoodie today, Paz.
Oh, it's going to have to be a big hoodie as well, because he's a big man who has gotten down and roved so many balls today. A ruckman shouldn't be able to do that, and he has been playing unbelievably well in the ruck up forward. He's kicked 4 for the day.
He's kept them in it.
Including Could be goal of the day from the boundary line off the shin, which was fantastic. He's kept them in it. Ty and Brown, they do the ruck work. Ty got it out to Horn. Horn can send them back inside 50. Where's McIntosh? Can he get to it from the back? He's taken the mark. No, just dropped it. Umpire said play on. Can Strathmore clear it out, or will Keilor? They get a quick kick out, and they're playing on. And Bathy, he's looking up. He's got a bit more space, and now along the wing is Bister. Chips it over the top to Bathy. Mangan, good defensive work there. That was a throw. Umpire was blindsided, didn't see it. Davidson goes wide, inside 50, and that is a great kick. Just level-headed there. And Keilor will have a shot on goal and get this one back out to 7 points, although it is a tough kick for anyone. And it is Cartelli. He's kicked 2 today. He's on the boundary line. He'll kick from about 25, right in front of the scoreboard. We've travelled 24 and a half minutes. Cartelli starts this.
That's a great kick.
Right. Works it back unbelievably well and split the middle. Cartelli's kicked his third and put Keilor up by 7 points. Almost 25 minutes gone in the final term. It is really a shootout now. Hamish McIntosh will be filthy that he dropped that mark up the other end because he had that. And that would have put them in front. What a kick from Cartelli.
That was an amazing shot for goal.
That was, and he knew what he was doing. He was just so calm and so level-headed having a shot on goal there.
He put it through as good players do as we're back in the middle now. Strathmore needs to respond. Bit of a drop kick there from Papalia. Got it moving forward, got the clearance, and now Ellis picks it up. He just puts a worm burner inside 50. No one able to pick it up. It's Davidson though. He picks up snaps, and Keilor. No, it's at the post. It looked like it was going through. Commentators thought it was a goal. Crowd thought it was a goal, but it hit the post, and now Strathmore are going to take it out from the kick-in.
Good mark there. Nathan Lyons. He's outside the defensive 50 now. What can he do? Looks up, doesn't see a whole lot. He's going to have to go long along the line. That's what he does. Can he get it over the top? He can. It was a good mark. And now Strathmore, before you know it, they're inside 50. McIntosh, it wasn't a good kick for a ruckman because it just bounced in front of him. He was taken off it. And now Keilor, they get the numbers back. And now Strathmore players, they've come in from all angles. And Keilor should be able to clear this one out. They've got defensive players really level-headed and calm. Is Bister. Mangan cuts it off. Does he have a shot, or does he send it to the top of the goal square? Sends it to the top of the goal square. Thought he might have had a shot. And again, Keilor with about 4 or 5 in defence will just send this one wide. And not quite taking the mark there was Alice. Strathmore, they're back inside 50. The umpire's found a free kick. It's going to go the way of Keilor for holding the man. And now they will just try and wipe a little bit of time off the clock. We've gone 26 and a half minutes. They lead by 8 points. So Keilor, they need Strathmore need 2 goals.
Well, you'd think they're 98% of the way home here, Keilor, as Galea almost took a fantastic contesting mark on the wing. He followed up his work, but the umpires called for a ball up. We're just forward of the wing for Strathmore. Ty hits that one forward unopposed in the ruck, but it went straight into the hands of a Keilor player. Now Bathy's moving the ball forward. Barbudo is taken high. He'll get a free kick. And, well, he goes quickly, even though he doesn't really have much incentive to do so. But it's inside 50. Mark is taken. Huge mark inside 50. Luke Cartelli. And, well, he's gone forward in this last quarter, and he could very well prove to be the match winner. He's going to line up for his 3rd goal in this last quarter. And with an 8-point lead and a shot at goal to come, surely Keilor couldn't lose from here.
If he kicks it, you'd say all but over. Although we did see the 3 in the 3rd quarter when Strathmore kicked about 10 in 2 minutes.
Cartelli comes in. And it's missing. It's out to the right. And, well, Strathmore maybe just have one last chance to win this one as they're going to kick it out now.
Good news for Strathmore. Every quarter, this game has gone over the 30 minutes. Ty went up, went one-handed, couldn't bring it down, but now they're away. They've got plenty of space. It was Horn, sends it inside 50. There was a man all by himself running in. Arrowsmith, he'll kick a goal from the goal line. Coast to coast goes Strathmore, and they are back within 3 points. We've travelled 28 minutes, final term. Horn has just run that through the centre square. Hits up Gleeson. Gleeson handballs it to Arrowsmith. Arrowsmith kicks a goal from the goal line, and before you know it, it's a 3-point margin.
Well, another twist in this one. Strathmore just will not go away. And, well, it's all about who wants it more now, because everyone's tired. It's a 3-point lead for Keilor. Centre clearance is vital at this point. McIntosh is in the middle. He doesn't win it down, though. And Purcell picked it up. His handball was intercepted, though, by Hards. And now Joyce puts it inside 50. Hellawell chopping off attacks, as he has all day, but he wasn't able to take that one.
Got a free kick.
Free kick going the way of Strathmore. Hellawell wants it quickly. He gets it, and he goes into the middle. They've got to take risks now, the Moors. Couldn't pick it up. There was Folds. Now it's Lyons. He goes out wide to the outer wing, to no one in particular. Bounce doesn't favour the Keilor player, and he's just going to see that one out of bounds. And, well, we're coming up to 30 minutes gone in this last quarter. There can't be long left, and it's 80 metres out from the Strathmore goal.
29.5 gone. Final term. It's a 3-point margin to Keilor. They get the clearance along the boundary line. Hallowell will run onto it. Needed to go with the two hands there. Went the one, left it behind, and now Keilor, they should be able to clear this one through their place. Joyce gets it out, tackled immediately, stripped of it. There's the siren, and Keilor have won 15-13, 103. A very gallant Strathmore, 15-10, 100. That was an epic game, and a game that I thought at three-quarter time perhaps could have been over for Keilor. Strathmore kept coming back right up until the final.